Mm. 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 Mm.
our director for our fiscal office, Mr. Terrence Adams, as well as Mary, Stacy, Elisa, as well as the entire team within our fiscal office. I'd like to absolutely thank our commission clerk staff who have just shown themselves to be very, very helpful in making sure that the documents flow smoothly through this commission and our various committee hearings. I'd like to thank Pam and Octavia and the rest of her staff. I also would like to thank Felicia and her team, who absolutely have been working to make sure that we had all of our legal questions and technical issues responded to as well. And so, Marcy, I'd like to recognize you for answering questions as we had from time to time. I would absolutely be remiss if I did not recognize my office staff, Jacinta, Sherry, Brian, and Stephen for their great work. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Item C
Oh,
approved.
hold it. How am I not going to recognize management and budget? Okay, let me recognize John, your team, as well as you see Mr. Whitfield. We absolutely appreciate you, especially this morning, and helping to facilitate all of that. And so thank you, management and budget of John Wallace and your team. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item C approval of the minutes from the September 23rd.
It's been moved. Is there support? Is there support?
Commissioner Warminster.
Okay, it's been moved and supported. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, this item stands approved. Next item.
Moving to item D, item number 1, communication requesting commission approval of recommended 2-year comprehensive executive budget and appropriations ordinance for fiscal year 2025-2026 and 2026-2027, including the recommended operating budget plans for fiscal year 2025-2026 and the projected budget for fiscal year 2026-2027.
At this time, I recognize Mr. Terrence Adams.
Through the chair, Terrence Adams, Chief Fiscal Advisor. We're not going to go over the budgeting instructions, but we went over them at the last meeting. But these are all the corrections that came out of that last meeting that's submitted in front of you all. If there are any questions, we'd be happy to take them.
At this time, we will now go to recognize Mr. Whitfield.
Good morning, Chair. I'm going to just kind of pick up where we left off last week. We went through tech amendments 1 through 13. And so this is just, I guess, what's happened over the last week. And so I'll start with tech amendment number 14. The purpose of this amendment was, as requested by M&B, is to decertify revenue sources and appropriate uses for the Wayne County Building Authority. This was inadvertently added to the ordinance, and so this is removing that use. Technical amendment number 15 from HHVS. This is to certify funds to pay for rentals in the amount of $13,000. Technical amendments number 16. This comes from the prosecutor's office. And this is to decertify funds for the discontinuation of the Fair Michigan Foundation grant. That would be a decrease of $150,000. Technical amendment number 17, and if I'm moving too fast or anything, just let me know. Technical amendment number 17 is also from HHVS. This is a increase of $10,000 to support the SDOH Hub State Grant. Technical amendment number 18. This amendment comes to us from DPS and is to certify for 2 projects initiated by the commission. The first being the roundabout at 7 Mile and Sheldon Roads, and the second being a pedestrian bridge on Beck Road. This adjustment will increase the current appropriation by $1.3 million. Technical amendment number 19. The purpose of this technical amendment, as requested by M&B, is to certify additional funding for Western Wayne County Special Ops Grant. This is a commission initiative as well, and it will increase the appropriation. Technical amendment number 20. The purpose of this technical amendment, as received from the commission, is to include stipends for healthcare high deductible plan. This will increase the appropriation by $120,000. Technical amendment number 21 comes to us from our Economic Development Department. This amendment is to support the Renaissance of Hope Resource Hub Development Project. This will increase the appropriation by $3 million.
Yes, I'm gonna have them to go through it, and then if there's a quick question, we'll recognize at that time,
Or,
after he goes through them all. Thank you.
Right. Technical amendment number 22, this comes from EDD as well, and this is to support the Samaritas Family Independence Center. This will increase the appropriation by $1 million. We have technical amendment number 23. This comes to us from DPS, and this is also a commission initiative. This technical amendment increases the appropriation by $14 million, and it is for township paving. Last but not least, technical amendment number 14, also from DPS, as requested by the commission. This amendment is to cover basketball courts at Hines Park. It increases the appropriation by $100,000. That concludes the technical amendments to the initial FY26 CEO recommended budget.
Thank you. And at this time, I would like to ask commissioners, are there any questions? And for the purpose of questions, I will now recognize Commissioner Baker McCormick, who has to be recognized.
thank you, Mr. Chair. The technical amendment 21. Can you give us additional details on what this is exactly?
This one, that was for the Renaissance of Hope Resource Development Hub. This was an initiative that was communicated to us on Friday from the commission. This is a commission initiative. So this is to support the resource hub, the Renaissance Resource Hub Center.
You said it's a commission?
A commission initiative. It was a priority that came from the commission and went to the administration, through the administration. So I can talk to you further offline.
Okay, thank you.
There being no further questions yes, Mr. Whitfield.
Two things, because there were two corrections, so I did want to put that on record. We had a technical amendment number 5, which was revised. The original amount was $403,000. And so that one actually has been revised and amended to $201,777. There was a misstatement on the ordinance, so that was corrected. And then for technical amendment number 12, which was for JYS and their Global Visions Technology and In-Service Training. The initial one that we discussed last week was for $250. That appropriation use is now $500,000.
Let the record reflect those corrections. At this time, I will now recognize, for the purpose of a motion to forward the proposed budget as, Commissioner Anderson.
If I'm on, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just wanted to ask, I believe there was supposed to be a adjustment for the veterans burial benefit. Wasn't it in this package also?
Okay, I'm not sure if that was part of this package.
I didn't receive it as part of this package.
Okay, I didn't see it part of the package. We'll have further in Ways and Means and have further discussion at a future Ways and Means meeting.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. This time I'll now entertain a motion to forward to the Committee of Ways and Means the proposed budget for 25-26, included in that as amended, as well as budget instructions that were reviewed at our previous meeting, as well as what has been reviewed this morning, as well as part of this motion to include forwarding the technical amendments and budget instructions as amended this morning. A motion is in order. Okay. Okay, a question before, okay, yes. Commissioner Baker McCormick.
technical, thank you, Mr. Chair. I just realized I skipped over a question I had in reference to technical amendment number 1. It says that we have reduced, or I guess, the amount of the clerk's office for, I think this is for attorney representation for 75. Can you explain this technical amendment? I just want clarification.
Yeah, this
The
technical amendment
75.
came, and I think there's going to be some additional discussion on this one. But this technical amendment came last week, and it was to reduce legal services in the clerk's office.
Okay, so is there a reason behind this, or we just,
So,
You're saying you're
so
gonna-
from what I understand, as it relates to this issue, the budget was, as you know, they came to us last week and mentioned and requested the commission to amend the budget to reflect additional $1,000 for overtime costs, statutorily related overtime costs. In review of that budget, it was this amendment is coming as the budget is overall being increased. In addition to the 500,000 in other areas. So 75,000 is more than what the previous budget year was. And so that is pretty much what is before you right now. It's an increase from last year to recognize the request and taking into consideration the clerk's request. It is an overall increase for the department's budget, as well as an increase from the previous year for this particular line item. A motion is in order at this time. If it move, yes.
We have a motion by Vice Chair Ray Dune, support by Commissioner Marecki.
Okay, all those in favor, please, we'll do a roll call.
Commissioner Scott, Commissioner Baker McCormick,
yes?
Commissioner Marecki,
Yeah.
Commissioner Clementi,
Yes.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Baydun,
Yes.
Chair Kinlock,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. At this time, I want to take the opportunity to thank County Executive Warren Evans, as well as the Deputy County Executive Assad Turfy in their cooperation and support of having this unified budget brought to us today. And Madam Clerk, at this time, I will now go as for the next item on the agenda.
Item E, new business, there is none listed. Moving to item F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I know of none. Next item.
Item G, public comments.
At this time, Madam Clerk, I would like for you to unmute individuals who are joining us by Zoom or by telephone, or if you want to leave a comment by chat, you may do so at this time. You will have 2 minutes to address this body for those individuals who are joining us by Zoom. Madam Clerk.
Here, there are no hands on Zoom and no emails were received.
At this time, I would like to ask, is there anyone present who would like to address us? Anyone present, please approach the microphone. You will have 2 minutes to address this committee.
Good morning to the chair and the body, Kathy M. Garrett, Wayne County Clerk. My question is in reference to what the commissioner just raised. I came over on September the 18th. At that point, our concerns were increasing what had been decreased, our overtime allotment. We asked for $90,000. However, it had been taken down to, I think, oh, you're behind me 4, but we only got 600 or something thousand. So it's still short. However, greater than that, I'm a little confused as to, I didn't quite understand your response to Commissioner Baker McCormick, as far as I'm not understanding what the overtime allotment has to do with my ability to secure outside counsel. I'm a little hyped, and forgive me, because the timing of reducing that line item to me pales beyond suspicion. It seems a little blatant, knowing that there is a pending litigation, whereas I have to have outside counsel. So I just wanted to make sure that was on the record, as well as I shared with you on September the 18th that we are getting a lot of mandated, unfunded duties that the clerk's court division has to do now. So still, that's a shortfall in what we requested, but my greatest issue for stepping to this podium is relevant to the ability to have outside counsel and the suspicion of now that has been decreased. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other individuals who would like to address this committee at this time? Any individuals? Public comment is closed. Madam Clerk, next item.
Item H, adjournment.
Motion is in order. It's been moved, supported. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The meeting stands adjourned. Thank you. I also want to thank all of my committee members for all the hard work and dedication. How am I gonna forget y'all? Listen, thank you all. Yep. I know we're not in session, but absolutely got to thank my chair, who has been very supportive of this entire process and is supportive of me and the committee's work. So even though we've adjourned, thank you, Chair Bell.
My father hanged my mother and her maid to death after she gave birth to me. He abused and tortured me.
You mock, humiliate, and bully Donald Trump to his face. This is how you speak with moral clarity. No one's doing it the way California Governor Gavin Newsom is right now. I want to highlight what he just did over
from the February 4th, 2025 meeting.
Moved.
Support.
Okay, the minutes from the February 4th, 2025 meeting has been moved and supported. Any discussion on the minutes? Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, please vote. No, we cannot.
Work is lagging. Work is coming.
How about this? For the minutes, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Stop pushing buttons. Please stop pushing buttons.
Everybody stop pressing button. Okay, next item, please.
Unfinished business, there is none listed. We're moving to new business. Item number E1, forwarded from the Committee on Ways and Means meeting held on September 29, 2025, approval of the recommended two-year comprehensive executive budget and appropriations ordinance for fiscal year 25, 26, and 26, 27, including the recommended operating budget plans for fiscal year 25, 26, and the projected budget for fiscal year 26, 27, budget language instructions and technical amendments 1 through 24 to the Wayne County Executive's 25, 26 recommended comprehensive budget and appropriations ordinance as amended.
Thank you. I'll turn it over to the Chair of Ways and Means, Commissioner Kinlock.
Madam Chair, first of all, I would like to thank you for your trust and support of the Committee on Ways and Means to hold these various hearings to address the request that we received from County Executive Warren Evans to fund the county departments for the next fiscal year. Madam Chair, before I make my motion, I would like to call up or recognize both Terrence Adams as well as Mr. Whitfield from the Department of Management and Budget to do a high overview and to address any questions or concerns relative to what came out of Ways and Means this morning. Mr. Adams.
Through the chair, thank you, Terrence Adams, Chief Fiscal Advisor, Wayne County Commission. So in front of you have the 2025-26 recommended projected 26-27 budget, which I believe is a little over $2.2 billion, about 2.6 or so billion dollars with the technical amendments. You also have, we had 24 technical amendments that are being added to the budget as far as the budget language instruction reports, which are reports that the commissioners would like various departments and elected officials to report back on various items throughout the year. I'll turn it over to Budget Director, Mr. Winfield, to go more into the technical amendments that are being submitted before this honorable body.
Through the chair, now, are we doing the entire list or are we just going with what?
Through the
At this
chair, what's your
time,
preference?
Okay, at this
The
time.
ones that you read off during the previous meeting.
All right, I'll start with technical amendment number 14. The purpose of this amendment is requested by M&B is to decertify revenue sources and revenue for the Wayne County Building Authority. This will have a decrease to the appropriation in the amount of $1.4 million. Technical amendment number 15. This comes to us from HHVS and is to certify county funds and Fund 221 in the amount of $13,000. Technical amendment number 16. The purpose of this amendment, it comes from, excuse me, the prosecutor's office, and it is to decertify funds to recognize the discontinuation of the Fair Michigan Foundation grant. Technical amendment number 17 comes to us from HHVS, and it also affects Fund 221, and it is to certify revenue for the SDOH Hub State Grant, and it will increase the appropriation by $10,000. Technical change number 18. This one comes to us from DPS, and it is to service two projects. The first around at 7 Mile and Sheldon Roads, and the second is a pedestrian bridge on Beck Road. This adjustment increases the appropriation by $1.3 million. Technical amendment number 19. The purpose of this amendment, which comes to us looks like it comes to us from M&B. And this is for the funding for the Western Wayne Special Ops Grant. It's a commission initiative, and this one actually will remain unchanged. Technical amendment number 20. This one comes to us also from M&B, and this is a commission initiative, I'm sorry. And this is to cover the stipends for a high deductible health plan. This increases the appropriation by $120,000. Technical amendment number 21. This one comes to us from EDD, and it is to fund and support the Renaissance of Hope's Resource Hub Development Project. This appropriation will increase by this amendment by $3 million. Technical amendment number 22, also for EDD. It comes to us and is in support of the Samaritas Family Independence Center. This is for $1 million. Technical amendment number 23. This also comes from us from DPS, and this is to cover township paving in the amount of $14 million. And then lastly, technical amendment number 24 also comes from DPS, and it is to fund basketball courts in Hines Park. And this one is for $100,000.
Madam Chair, at this time, I will now ask for Commissioner Kniezek, I recognize if you would allow Commissioner Kniezek to be recognized.
Commissioner Kniezek.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to go to technical amendment 19. So in the fiscal year 25 budget, our current fiscal year, we had $1 million that had been set aside for the Western Wayne Special Operations Command. And this was for equipment purchases and improvements to facilities that are drastically outdated. I know we're in receipt of that contract, and I appreciate that. Moving into the fiscal year 26 budget, I know 7 of us commissioners had submitted a $3 million request to support upgrades and improvements to emergency response vehicles and the lights at the intersections of major thoroughfares in Western Wayne County. The goal was to have those lights and those emergency vehicles communicating with each other in a better way so that, 30, 40 seconds ahead of time, the lights would be changed, traffic would be flushed, and the emergency response vehicles would be able to move through quicker and safer and get to their intended location faster. In the conversations that I've had today and seeing the technical amendment 19, what would have been a $3 million request came in as $2 million. And I think in the conversations I've gleaned from today, I think that folks are conflating 2 separate projects as one. And so the $2 million was given thinking that $1 million was already there, and that would get us to the $3 million number. But in reality, the $1 million in fiscal year 25 for the improvements to equipment is separate from the $3 million project. And so I just want to make sure that we're on the same page about that. I don't know if you've got questions for me, sir. If I could, that really wasn't a question for you, I guess, it was more of a statement. But I think it's all building to say if there's an appetite for on the floor here, making an amendment to increase that $2 million number in technical amendment 19 to $3 million, just so that both of those projects are fully funded and that it meets the request that was made by the 7 members of this body. But Madam Chair, I don't know exactly how to do that. I just have a thought and a desire.
Okay,
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Killock.
yes, and recognizing further deliberation with you in regards to that request. At this time, Madam Chair, before I make a main motion, I would like to request to recognize Commissioner David Kniezek for the purpose of a motion.
Is that fine? Thank you, Madam Chair. I would move that we amend technical amendment 19 to increase the dollar value from $2 million to $3 million from the same fund.
Support.
Board.
I know that's something that's very important to the downriver communities. And Commissioner Kniezek, that project does include some additional grant dollars?
Yes, ma'am. So this is a project that don't quote me on it because I don't have it in front of me, but I think it was in 14 different communities. Western Wayne and Downriver had applied for approval from the federal government. They've received that, but they're in need of the matching dollars from the county to do it. I think the good thing is too, is that, I don't see this as the be all end all. I think with this money going out the door, having it in place and functional in Western Wayne County and downriver, I think we can pull it farther east after that with some additional dollars as well, so that it's the entire county that's covered, just recognizing the amount of support that the different municipalities give each other across those county or township lines.
So it was moved by Commissioner Kenizik to add $1 million to Technical Amendment 19 for the downriver projects, downriver and Western Wayne projects. Attorney Johnson?
So through the chair to this honorable body, just for clarification purposes, we're not only increasing the sources, but we're also increasing the uses. So the entire document you have before you will be 3 million so that the budget remain balanced, just for the record. So you're doing the uses and the sources and the uses.
That the budget remains in balance. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that. There was a motion and support. All in,
I'll support
I'm
that.
sorry,
Support, you
for that, for
Support.
his
Support.
Harry
piece.
support, Wilson support, Dobbs support. Who else?
Commissioner Marecki? No. I'm saying we had a motion and we had support. And that is to increase Technical Amendment 19. So we do have that. So I want to vote on that piece before we go on to the bigger piece. So for that, we have a motion and support. Please vote. No button pushing yet, so the system can reset. Pushing the buttons. No button pushing.
Okay.
Okay, now you may.
Everybody's willing to vote yes, so I'm telling you, it's flooding the system here. Okay.
Madam Chair,
Motion carries.
Thank
I want
you.
to be recorded as an aye on this vote. My pad is dead. Anybody got a battery? Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinlock, continue.
Madam Chair, I move that the Committee on Ways and Means forward to the full commission for consideration and with the recommendation to adopt the budget as proposed for 25-26, the budget instructions, as well as the technical amendments, including the technical amendment as amended this morning.
Moved and supported. Any discussion on the report?
I'm sorry, Committee of Whole. I'm sorry, I meant Committee of Whole to the committee, to the full board. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. This is the committee of the whole that we're in right now.
Right, yes.
Lots of meetings going on today. So we're going to forward this report from committee of the whole to the full board meeting. Any discussion on the item? Any discussion on the item? Hearing no discussion, please vote when Pam says vote. Okay.
Board is open for voting.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
once again, I'd like to be recorded as an aye. Still looking for that battery.
Motion carries.
Duly noted. Thank you. All right. Under committee of the whole, next item, item F,
Such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Commissioner Kinlock.
Madam Chair, just would like to also note, in further conversations with the county clerk, Kathy Garrett, I will be requesting for a technical amendment, not technical amendment, but a budget amendment to be communicated and received from management and budget associated with the overtime that you and I had talked about and thought we had fully addressed. So she will be consulting with management and budget, specifically dealing with the overtime costs to make sure that there's enough in the budget for the next fiscal year. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. Commissioner Baker McCormick.
And to that adjustment, I believe we just talked about the $75,000 being returned to to her budget?
No one's,
for-
no, that's not part of any discussion that I had this morning.
Okay, well, we just had a discussion with the budget director, I believe.
Okay.
So we've already voted on the budget to go to full
No,
board.
I'm adding to his amendment that
No,
he
no,
just
this
discussed.
wasn't an action item. This was an
It's-
information item
yeah,
that I'm.
it's not an action.
Yes, this is not an action item.
Okay, so for information
Yeah,
then.
that was just
That-
for information, that the conversations will be had to make sure that that.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying then. I'm just, again, adding to the discussion.
Oh, to add that to the discussion. Gotcha.
Adding that to the discussion, yes.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Such other matters? Hearing none. Next item.
Public comments.
Public comments. Anyone on Zoom for public comments? Any emails?
No emails were received.
Any hands on Zoom?
No hands on.
Any persons in the chambers for public comments?
Good morning to the chair and to this body again. I rise to this podium to bring to your attention again. I thank Commissioner Kinlock for asking for the adjustment with the overtime. And just for those that were not in the Ways and Means Committee meeting, as I shared that there are two programs in our court division, a set-aside program and the juvenile lifer program, which are mandated yet unfunded. And so we requested the $900,000. I think the recommended was 255. What we did receive was 565,000. Now, to make the difference for the 900,000, however, I want to put on record, I'm not certain that that will be enough, but that's where we're at because this is continually growing from the state of Lansing for different court functions. As for the, I think Commissioner Baker McCormick brought it up, which I stated in the earlier meeting, based on what is happening, I'm sure you all are aware that there is pending litigation from the clerk's office. I find it somewhat suspicious and a little blatant that that line item specifically would be decreased. Understanding for both situations, I'm able to come back over here and request additional funds, but I've never ran a deficit out of 24 years. I don't want it to ever be that I'm not speaking on the record as to the supposed needs that we need for overtime, whereas I have to come back before this body as if I'm not fiduciary responsible in my role. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Any additional public comments from the chambers? Public comments? Hearing none. Next item.
Adjournment.
So moved.
This meeting is adjourned. How much time do you need, Madam Clerk? Okay, we'll reconvene in 10 minutes for the full board meeting. Hmm?
I told them they can park month, yep, yep, no park month. Yep, and
We're ready. All right. We're going to begin right now. Good afternoon now, everyone. Like to call the meeting, the commission meeting, full board meeting to order. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Anderson,
Present.
I know there's a lot going on today, a lot going on today.
Sorry, we're not doing the board because she's sitting out the agenda right now.
Okay.
Commissioner Anderson,
Here.
Commissioner Clemente,
Here.
Commissioner Dobb,
Here.
Commissioner Garza,
Here.
Commissioner Colleen, Commissioner Kinlock,
Present.
Commissioner Kenizic, Commissioner Marecki. Here. Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Here.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry,
I'm present. Thank you.
Commissioner Scott, Commissioner Wilson, Vice Chair Pro Tem Baydoun,
Here.
Vice Chair Palomero,
Here.
Chair Bell,
Here.
you have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the
Please
United
stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God. Thank you. Next item, please.
Invocation.
Today on your desks, you have the Lord's Prayer in front of you. So in unison, we will just recite the Lord's Prayer for today. Everyone does have that, right? Oh, no, you don't. It's a lot going on today. There's a lot going on today. Although you should all know it. For those of you who, for those of you who don't know it.
I'm like, is there a different version for the county?
All right. It's a long day. I got it. All right.
Like, does anybody know?
Okay. So in front of you on your desk, you have the Lord's Prayer. So if everyone in the chambers could please rise and we will recite it together, please. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Next item, please.
Reading, correcting, and approval of the journal.
Hey, Vice Chair Pro Tem Baydoun.
Move for approval.
Moved and supported. Are there any corrections to the journal? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Our next item.
Report from the chair.
Hey, thank you all so much, commissioners, staff, for having this meeting on today. As you know, this is the meeting that we're going to vote on the budget for the 25-26 fiscal year. It's been a long morning and I appreciate your patience and your due diligence as we go through this process. Unfortunately, this year, with the budget coming late and then it condensed hearings that we had, I wanted to make sure we were here because commissioners have other obligations for the rest of the week, but we're here today. We made it. We had good Ways and Means meeting, good committee of the whole. I think we're okay to get this budget passed today. I want to thank Commissioner Kinlock as Chair of Ways and Means Committee, all the members of the Ways and Means Committee. Thank the staff for all of your hard work. Our fiscal analyst led by Terrence Adams. Thanks to Management and Budget. always, this takes a collaborative of the administration and the commission working together, especially with our staffs to bring us to where we are today. So again, thank you for all of your hard work and due diligence. Hopefully, we are an example for the federal level and state level on how to pass a budget before the end of the fiscal year.
Yes,
So,
yes, hallelujah.
well, with that, thank you so much, and we'll go to the next item.
We're moving to reports from committees. Report A is from the Committee on Health and Human Services. There are 6 items listed on pages 2 through 6 of the agenda.
Thank you. These items would have normally been on our Thursday meeting. However, there is some time constraints within these. So I will now turn it over to Commissioner Scott.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to have moved to items 1 through, I think it's about 9. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay,
From items 1 through 6, we'd like to move them and need some support.
is there support? Okay, supported by Commissioner Marecki. Is there someone from the administration to go over these items and why they were requested to be on today's agenda?
Everyone, Rachel Davis, JYS Director.
We could just go over why they were time sensitive for today's meeting.
This is a 1-year renewal for the CMO contracts, and this is very important because the CMOs are important to the Wayne County continuum of care for the juvenile justice, and we'd like to see them be able to continue their programs and services for the youth of Wayne County.
Okay, and the term of these contracts is October 1, and our meeting would have been on October 2nd. So that's why we're here today to execute those before the beginning of the fiscal year.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any questions?
Sure.
Commissioner Kinlock?
Madam Chair, I'd like to be the maker of the motion, request through the chair to the chair of the committee to be maker of the motion for items number 2 and 3. Thank you.
Duly noted.
Any additional discussion on the report? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries. I have Commissioner Kinlock as the maker of the motion on items 2 and 3.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item, please.
We're moving to report B, which is on your addenda. It's report from the Committee of the Whole recommending approval of the recommended 2-year comprehensive executive budget and appropriations ordinance for fiscal year 25-26 and 26-27, including the recommended operating budget plans for fiscal year 25-26 and the projected budget for 26-27, budget language instructions and technical amendments 1 through 24 to the Wayne County Executive's 25-26 recommended comprehensive budget and appropriations ordinance as amended, and the truth in budgeting hearing is scheduled for today.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinlock.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move approval of the operating budget for fiscal year 25-26 and the projected budget for fiscal year 26-27, budget language instructions and technical amendments 1 through 4 of the Wayne County Executive's recommended 25-26 comprehensive budget and appropriations ordinance.
I'm sorry, and you'll move to open up a hearing for that, correct?
Absolutely, Madam Chair. Along with that, I move that a public hearing be opened for the purpose of public comments.
There's support to open up a public hearing. Okay, moved and supported to open up the public hearing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain? Public hearing is now open for the budget. Is there anyone in the chambers who would like to give remarks on the budget during this public hearing? Anyone in the chambers? Do we have anyone on Zoom who would like to give remarks during this time of a public hearing for the 25-26 budget? Any emails?
No emails were received.
Is there a motion to close the
Move to
hearing?
adjourn.
No, we're not gonna adjourn. Move to close the hearing.
Move to close public hearing.
Okay, moved and support to close the public hearing. Roll call vote to close the public hearing.
Right, I'm joking.
All
Move
in
to
favor,
close.
close the public hearing, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone oppose?
Long day.
Anyone abstain?
Motion
Okay,
carries.
Okay, public hearing is now closed. Back to the motion as stated by Commissioner Kinlock previously for the 25-26 budget and the budget language we're in. Moved by Commissioner Kinlock, supported by Vice Chair Pro Tem Baidoon. Discussion on the budget. Discussion on the budget itself. Yes, we've had about 3 meetings of discussing the budget. All questions have been asked and answered. And I would just say for the record, this is a $2.2 billion budget. We're funding everything from all of the countywide electeds to our health and human services, to our juvenile services. Roads is a very comprehensive budget. And I think we all know that a budget is a statement of values for whatever municipality your budget is for. And this absolutely has the residents in mind as we continue to fund those things that we need to fund to take care of the citizens of Wayne County. All in favor of the budget, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again to our management and budget team. Again, thank you to our fiscal team, our attorneys, each and every one of the commissioners who attended the hearings. And again, the budget is a living, breathing document. If there are items that we need to address during the year, we will certainly do that.
Bless you.
Next item, please.
We're moving to new business. There's one immediate consideration item listed requesting commission approval of supplemental terms and conditions to a master services and purchasing cooperative agreement between the Charter County of Wayne and Axon not to exceed $247,635 to purchase 15 cameras, including installation and warranties for vehicles in the sheriff's office.
Okay, who's here to speak to this item? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Benita Terry, Wayne County Sheriff's Office, Chief of Administration.
Okay, and if you could just explain to us why this had to be on today's meeting agenda.
So we come before you today requesting your approval for the contract for $247,000 with Exxon for the cameras. It had to be on today because we lose funding from the state of Michigan, the secondary roads grant, and the amount of this amount here of the $248,000. If we don't get the contract signed by September 30th.
Which is tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow, yes.
Okay, any discussion, Commissioner Garza?
I'd like to move for approval, Madam Chair.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Garza, supported by Commissioner Kinlock. Any discussion on this item? And there's 15 cameras?
15 cameras for our fleet.
And of course, we need those cameras to make sure we're operating efficiently and effectively. Any discussion on this contract? Hearing none, it's been moved by Commissioner Garza, supported by Commissioner Kinlock. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next item.
Public comments.
Anyone on Zoom to give comments on today's meeting? Anyone on Zoom? Are there any hands raised? Any emails?
No emails were received.
Anyone in the chamber to give public comments today? Anyone in the chambers? Hello. Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
I want to turn this on.
There you go. It's
You're
on.
good.
Great, perfect, thank you. Chair Bell, thank you for the opportunity to address the commission today. Really appreciate it. I wanted to give thanks to the commission and to the executive's office of Warren C. Evans and the Economic Development Department, so including Deputy County Executive Assad Turfy, Chief of Staff Brian Reinhardt, former Economic Development Director Hassan Sheikh, and Lucius Anthony, who's the Assistant Director of Economic Vitality. They all helped GrowthWorks secure grant funding for a phase 2 environmental study and design of an environmental condition mitigation system at our recently purchased building within the city of Inkster. Thanks to them, this currently derelict former dry cleaner will be transformed into our premier community hub, allowing us to provide our best-in-class services to at-risk kids and their family in a respectful and safe environment. So I just wanted to take a minute to recognize all of them and all of you, and thank you for being such a supportive partner of our agency, GrowthWorks, and thank you very much for all your help.
Thank you for the work that you continue to do with GrowthWorks. We are so proud of what you do with the young people there, so continue the great work. Thank you. Any additional comments in the chambers? Okay, hearing none. Next item.
Reconsiderations,
There are none.
remarks by members,
Yes, briefly, we'll have a full agenda on Thursday, and on that full agenda, there's a recognition of our very own Martha G. Scott, but I wanted to mention it today since we're all here. There was a street named after her in Highland Park, and the ceremony was absolutely beautiful. On Saturday, everyone in Highland Park was there. Practically, it was to have her street, Rhode Island, named now the Martha G. Scott Boulevard. It was just amazing. So we just want to congratulate her. Well deserved, well deserved. Yes, 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 yes. You gotta say it. You know what Yes, yes. Well deserved. The Congress leader was there, state reps, county officials, 5 or 6 of our colleagues were there. It was a beautiful, sunny, beautiful Saturday afternoon. Her daughter and Derek did a wonderful job in preparing that event. Cynthia Douglas was the MC. So it was just amazing. I had a flight. I told her, I said, oh my God, I can't make it. I have a previous engagement. But I took an earlier flight, went straight from the airport to Highland Park. So I said, I cannot not be there for that. Always important to give flowers to individuals while they're here to smell them. So congratulations again, Commissioner. Beautiful ceremony, very well deserved. You deserve it all. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for taking the time out to be there. And I just saw folks from all walks of my life. So I'm just grateful. I'm still trying to process it all. And for you to change your flight to come back, that was just humongous. And my colleagues who were not out of town was certainly there.
Yes.
And stayed the whole time. And I'm just grateful. Thank you so much. Yes, and I have a living room and dining room full of flowers. And I love flowers, and they are just there. Not just any flowers. They was just beautiful.
Oh.
You know, so God continues to smile on me. and so
Absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
grateful.
Well
Thank you all.
deserved. Thank you
And then
for
there
your
was other
years.
staff there.
Oh,
so
right.
From the county and stuff. So
From state.
thank you all, everybody. Thank you. It was an awesome day.
It was a beautiful day.
Yes.
Thank you for your over 50, 40 years of service.
Yeah, nearly.
I love that.
Since 1972.
Ooh.
Some of you were not born.
I love
I
that.
started as a precinct delegate, and today I'm still a precinct delegate because a lot of people don't want to get involved at the local level as a precinct delegate. So I was asked, and I know that in 1977, when I became the county commissioner back then under the old 27, there were 13 white males and me, and I got that appointment. So I've known from that day that it's my mission to
Yes.
serve.
Amen. Amen. Look, yeah, thank you, Commissioner. Thank you so much. I was so glad to be there. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Any other remarks by members? Vice Chair Pro Tem Baidoon?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Martha G. Scott, I told you the other day when I was there on Saturday, along with some of my colleagues, I think your stellar of public service record deserves a lot more than just renaming a street. I think they should rename the whole city, Martha G. Scott City. I love you, Martha. It was a great event. I am so happy that all of the people from all walks of life that you have encountered that were there. Cynthia Douglas, you did an amazing job. I'm seeing this event.
Yes.
Thank you. It was a good event. Congrats again, Martha. I love you.
Thank you. I love you all. Thank you.
Additional remarks by members. Raise your hand, come on the board. So you say support for the city? Ah, yes, yes, yes. Any additional remarks by members? Well, after a nice long day, is there a motion to adjourn? All right, we'll do it all again on Thursday.